This presentation describes Zoom Translated Captions. This is an extra cost feature the World Service Conference has been using since 2021. Captions will display on your screen a translation of what someone else is speaking, whether they speak your language or some other language. There are some limitations to what translated captions can do. Even so, this is a wonderful way to allow more members to participate. Zoom Translated Captions work with computers, tablets, and cell phones. However, the words it displays take up space. This can be difficult to use on a cell phone because the cell phone screen is so small. Translated captions work best on a computer. The first thing to do is to find the button to enable captions. Do not click on it yet, just find it. The option to turn on Zoom Translated Captions is somewhere within the Zoom toolbar. On most computers, the toolbar is at the bottom of the screen. Check to see if you can find the option that says Show Captions. If not, click on the More button and see if it is there. Once you find Show Captions, look to see if there's an up arrow that will open the menu to allow you to set your caption options. When you've located the caption option, open it. Because the World Service Conference uses many languages, you want to enable translation. Once translation is enabled, you'll have the ability to select your speaking and caption language. It's important that these be set correctly. These settings are for you. Do not worry about what language anyone else will speak. Simply set the option to say what language you will speak. A few people who do translation work will need to change this setting many times. For most people, you set your speaking language once at the beginning of the daily session and you leave it set. The caption language is the language you want to see. If I am speaking English and you want to see Spanish, then you set your caption language to Spanish. What I say in English will be translated into Spanish and show on your screen. Zoom will translate English into Spanish. Later, if someone speaks Russian, Zoom will translate what they say into the language that you have selected. Once you set your preferred caption language, you should be able to leave it unchanged all day. If for some reason what someone is saying is not appearing correctly in your captions, it is most likely that the person who is speaking does not have their speaking language set correctly. This sometimes happens when a translator is switching between two languages. If your settings have been working correctly when other people speak, then do not change your settings to try to compensate for someone else having an incorrect setting. When the captions appear at the bottom of your screen, they may scroll by so quickly that you do not have time to read them. Zoom has an option that can help. Find the caption settings up arrow and click on it again. You should see an option to view full transcript. Click on it and your Zoom window will have a separate space for the captions. This will allow you to scroll up and down to review what was spoken earlier. Once you can see the full transcript, there is an option to move the transcript to a separate space on your computer. If you have multiple monitors, you can use this option to move the transcript to another monitor. If you want the transcript on the left instead of the right, you can use this option to move the transcript. To access this option, search the upper right corner of the full transcript and search for a small button that will say pop-up when your mouse hangs over it. Click that button and you can move the transcript to someplace else on your computer.